You guys want to talk about how you think this session with the cave is going?
Yeah,
I like this a
I
lot.
only read
The puzzle
partially.
element is fun as shit. And it also helps that we had a weird philosophical interlude in the middle. But I'd never heard that. I'd never heard that about Camus before. I took French Lit in college. I'd never heard it.
That's because his novelizations, like The Stranger and stuff like that, are meant to be like fictional representations of like his what is attributed to him as absurdist existential philosophy, right?
Yeah, I knew his general philosophy, but I'd never heard that specific device of it.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's the kind of standby for.
So this is a module that I picked up from my bookshelf because you guys weren't sure what to do, so I just did that.
I like this module.
You want a little hint?
Yeah, it's fun.
A hint of the module. There you go.
Oh, it's Lamentations. Okay,
it's a Lamentations module, guys.
Oh, shit! I was almost certain this was something Lamentations. I had a with the repeated phrasing at off the top and the kind of a little bit of psychosis and that kind of thing. Felt Lamentations-y, and then as soon as there's Roman art, I was like, this is definitely like a Lamentations thing. This feels like from what we've seen so far, it definitely feels like a touchstone of that system.
Well,
I have heard more of the Lamentations.
Have somebody explain into your left ear about how to do the Strapo technique. It seems
no, I don't.
Only his left channel audio was working in his recording.
Who is this?
I posted a link in Discord.
So just a warning, Lamentation modules, they do have instant death stuff. So if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
I will give you the opportunity to step aside from the rail like you did with the cart. So good job. You didn't get squished.
Yeah, good job.
That reminded me of, and this is, I guess, spoilers, but the Lost Mine of Phandelver has, as soon as you come into the first goblin cave, if you're standing kind of in the middle of the room, a trap triggers and bad things happen to you along that kind of path or whatever. Kind of reminded me of that. Obviously, much more like lethal and that sort of thing. I think this is just always me thinking kind of symbolically when these things are put together, or thematically maybe is a better phrase. As soon as you go into a module and there are literal railroads presented visually, I'm always just like, all right, this is on the nose.
Follow the rails. Stay on the rails.
Stay on the rails.
You will die.
Yeah, exactly.
You will die if you stay on the rail.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was super fun because I felt like we all got to contribute a little something. Like, oh yeah, Arthur might have been placing pennies on train tracks when he was a kid, or cart tracks or whatever when he was a kid, and then Galdrick had to
Solutions like that are great because I don't think I need to make a roll for you guys to succeed on.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Derailing something.
It's very fun.
And it's kind of the standard of like a lot of the old like OSR style games, like old school and Renaissance style games is it's kind of about player ingenuity in terms of like tactics and that kind of thing. Here's a problem. Now you have to kind of creatively solve it with whatever your kit happens to be or materials at hand, rocks, copper pieces, whatever, derail a cart. And I like that. There's something fun about that.
I'll tell you,
challenging
stats.
I'll tell you my out of character thought on that piece of flint, and it may be totally like just out of left field, but I was like, if you attach that to the water wheel, would it essentially spin the water wheel ad infinitum just because it's hitting the water and being repelled back?
Oh no! So it's not like the water is just not getting it wet.
Oh, okay.
So
it's more like an always strike, like an ever ready match, basically.
Yeah, something like that.
That's cool.
Something like that.
That's a very cool tool.
You use it. Don't use anything that you find in this mine, and you might explode.
Yeah, right.
It might explode. That is the mark of certain systems.
Was when we played The God That Crawls a million years ago, which was a module. Was that a Lamentations module as well?
Yes.
Yeah, and that had Sean was in that, I'm sure.
Were you in that, Sean?
I'm sure.
What
because
was it called again?
The God That Crawls. Remember, we went into a
Sounds super
village.
familiar.
We went into like a church, and there was like a hole in the church that we had to go into, and then they closed the thing over us.
I remember this.
And we found tons of crazy fucking artifacts down there. And there was like an ooze or something that was chasing us around. Remember that?
Can I just say,
I remember that. That was so long ago.
That was a long time ago.
Can I just say, as a podcast partnership, we picked the right guy to be historian. Because every time you talk, you're like, this game that we played like 8 million years ago when...
Talk to my wife, dude. I have the worst memory in the world. I don't know, but there's certain things.
That's because it's all filled. It's filled up.
Exactly. There's an old like Simpsons bit. Yeah, there's like an old Homer Simpson bit from a million years ago. Where
you're also picking up my references, which are mostly early 2000s.
Where he's like, as soon as I learn a new thing, something old gets pushed out, right? Like, I learn a new thing, I forget how to drive. That's for sure where I'm at.
So you guys think you're going to continue exploring this mine, or immediately after you realize?
Yeah, dude, I'm digging this. What's the worst that could happen?
Our characters don't know it was published by Lamentations. They're just going to keep going, dude.
I'd never make on.
All right,
we got other systems if we like our characters.
Yeah,
everybody's like, Fallout. Why not?
Whoa, we're all feeling depressed. We're all feeling depressed from Chaim's death anyway. I think we're just like we're looking for something to hang on to, and this mine's going to give us meaning whether we live or die.
I genuinely tried to save time. I'm just really dumb and bad at it.
Stay so. But yeah. I mean, if you guys die, then we can definitely run another system. So.
That's true.
So I only saw like partial of that Discord message. Are we keeping this recording of the recap of us talking about it? Or what are we doing with this?
Yeah. So upload this same day as you upload the episode, if you can.
The recap of what?
The recap of this app.
So we're publishing it as a recap, or we're just publishing it as after the show talks?
However you want to name it.
Games in the Dark.
As a separate.
Talks in the Dark. Discussions.
Games in the Dark. After Dark.
After Dark. After Dark is a good...
After Dark, yeah.
It's still dark.
Look outside Games in the Dark
window.
After Dark. Talks in the morning.
Talks in the morning. Awkward conversations over an unwanted breakfast.
Yeah. With bus fare provided.
We shall talk at dawn.
I'm so glad
you're
so
it'll just be like a little 5-minute video for after each episode.
French talk.
You Uber now, like a gentleman.
I think it was like 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah. Just you can end the recording now, unless you wanted to include this in it. That's fine.
Hey, no, this is raw, uncut, behind the scenes. Welcome, guys. This is what happens. None of us knows what's going on until it happens.
I had no idea until I saw the module for settlement building in Fallout. But there's full mechanics. Right? We don't have to delve into it at all.
No.
But Jamie's like, no, I don't want to build the settlement. And then one of the books that comes up in the sale is all settlement building. So the way that I'm thinking to approach it is just to be like, there's somebody there that does the settlement building, and you guys just bring resources back.
Either that, or if the other guys want to do it.
Yeah, if the other guys want to do it, it doesn't necessarily because I think that would be painfully boring in session to be like, I want to put a generator here. Is that close enough to?
Can I clip it halfway through the wall to glitch it to give me more space?
Exactly. They're like, apparently, by the way, I've got to do some building because your settlement for this next module to even begin has a pub, a power generator, a medical clinic. And
this is why I do Theater of the Mind.
That's true.
All that shit, and it's just there. You don't have to spend hours doing it. I built a cave once. It took me like 10 hours, and the people that I ran it for cleared it in like 5 minutes. They just fireballed everything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool.
The way I justify it, like with my time afterwards.
Is that the one that I put a fireball down a dragon sconce thing that was going to shoot fire during?
No, so there were troglodytes. There was 2 different warring factions of troglodytes.
Yes, I remember. This was during the time of Thebes, I think.
Did you fireball? Was it you?
No, Thebes was a ranger, but I remember the warring tribes.
Yeah, roll 20, building each little corner of the cave, and then you trace it with
dynamic lighting stuff.
Dynamic lighting.
Yeah,
took too long. Bullshit. Never again.
I used to, when I would run stuff on Roll20, I would just get pre-made maps and put them on there rather than building my own stuff.
Effectively, what Tales Tavern is. It's the pre-made maps of.
And then once you do dynamic lighting a couple times, it gets really quick to kind of even like weird cave shapes and stuff like that. You can do it pretty quick. So, and put your light sources in. It's time consuming to some extent, but I got pretty quick at it.
Yeah, I've gotten to where in Tailspire, I like having like expanding world maps. So basically, I'll build the pieces as we need them, kind of thing. And there'll be some options there that are just added in because, like, oh, it'd be fun to have a super duper mart over here or something like that, But for the most part, it's been just like, okay, the mountains were generated terrain, so that's really good. The buildings in our settlement were hand built. And then the farm was existing. And that's why I sent out the special thanks at the beginning of that episode. Like, some of the people make those models and spend a lot of time doing that. So, or essentially they were custom built and then I moved some pieces around. But, yeah, it's a cool, system. I definitely want to sit down like before we start the next session just to make sure everybody's comfortable with the character sheets because I think there was some confusion about that last week as well.
Talking Fallout in the end of Zweihander.
Hey, anything goes in talks in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep, anything.
The awkward breakfast.
Well, I'm going to go so I don't get in trouble with the wife.
All right,
I'm gonna go.
Thanks for watching.
Later.
I give up.
Later.
Woo. All right.